Hello and welcome to SteadyStep English.
Hello, everyone.
Today we're going to talk about a very important topic.
One that really touches everyone's life.
It does. We're talking about personal finance. And specifically, we're going to look at how small daily spending, how it affects our lives in ways we might not expect.
I have to admit, I'm a little nervous about this.
Oh, why is that?
I feel like you're going to look at my bank account and tell me I'm doing everything wrong.
Not at all. This isn't about judgment. It's about, understanding.
Okay, good.
We just want to look at the math behind our choices.
Well, in that case, I have a question to start.
Great.
Every morning on my way to work, I stop at a little cafe,
Right.
buy a coffee, sometimes maybe a pastry. It just feels like a normal part of my day, a small treat.
Right. It helps you get started.
Exactly. Is that really something I need to worry about? It feels so harmless.
That is the perfect example. It feels harmless because today the price tag is small. But let's look at the math behind that cup of coffee. Let's just say one coffee costs, what, $5?
Yes, that's about right. $5 seems like a tiny amount of money.
It does. But let's do the calculation.
Okay.
If you spend $5 every day, that becomes about $150 a month.
$150. Wow. Okay, that's quite a lot, actually. I could pay my electricity bill with that.
You could. Or buy groceries for a week.
When you put it like that as a monthly cost, it starts to look like a real bill.
Exactly. But here is where it gets really big.
Oh, there's more.
If we look at the cost over one full year, that daily coffee habit costs you more than $1,800.
$1,800.
Over $1,800.
That is a huge amount of money. When I tap my card, I only see the $5.
Right.
I don't see the $1,800 leaving my account over the year.
And that's the problem. You don't feel each small payment, but your bank account feels the total.
I'm just trying to picture what I could do with that kind of money. $1,800 that could pay for a nice short holiday.
Yes, it certainly could.
Or a professional training course. Or, I could pay off a credit card debt that's been bothering me.
So they're all excellent examples. And this whole concept, it actually has a name.
It does.
It's called the Latte Factor.
The Latte Factor.
Okay, the idea behind it is simple but powerful.
What is it?
Small leaks sink big ships.
Small leaks sink big ships. That's a very clear image.
Isn't it?
A giant ship can go down just from a lot of tiny holes.
That's correct. And our finances are like that ship. But there's another level to this math that we haven't even touched on yet.
What do you mean? We did the math? Is there more?
There is. We only talked about the money you spent. We didn't talk about the money you lost the chance to earn.
The chance to earn.
Yes. This is where we talk about something called compound interest.
Compound interest. I've heard that phrase, but how does it apply to my coffee?
Well, imagine you took that $1,800 at the end of the year.
Okay.
Instead of spending it, you invested it. Maybe in a retirement fund.
So I save the money and invest it.
If you do that every single year for, say, 30 years, that money doesn't just sit there. It grows. The interest you earn starts earning its own interest.
So, how much are we talking about in real money?
Over 30 years, that daily coffee could cost you over $100,000 in lost investment returns.
Wait, did you just say $100,000?
Yes.
From a $5 coffee?
That is the power of compound interest.
That is, honestly, that's shocking. I feel a little sick about my coffee now.
It changes your perspective, doesn't it?
It's not a $5 coffee anymore. It's a $100,000 coffee habit.
But let's step back for a moment. Is this problem really just about coffee?
No, I'm guessing not.
What if someone listening doesn't drink coffee?
I assume the word latte is just a symbol then.
Exactly.
It must refer to any small everyday expense that we just don't really notice.
Precisely. Think about other examples. What are the other leaks in your ship?
Well, I often buy snacks at work. Or I buy magazines I never get around to reading. And actually, I think my phone is a big leak.
Your phone. How so?
I have all these apps, and they charge me a small fee. $3 here, $4 there. Yes, I subscribe, and then I completely forget about them.
That is a very common Latte Factor today. Some people call them zombie subscriptions.
Zombie subscriptions, that's a good name for them.
They just keep eating your money even when you don't use them.
I think I have a few of those. In the moment, these expenses just feel so small. I think, oh, it's only $2.
You don't worry about it.
No, but I see now how it traps us. Over time, all those little things stop people from saving.
Or investing for their future.
So what's the solution? Do we just stop spending money completely? That sounds miserable.
No, not at all. The first step is just awareness.
Awareness.
Finding your own Latte Factor. Just seeing where your money really goes. Once you see it, you have power. You can make a choice.
A choice to keep the habit, cut it, or just reduce it.
Exactly.
I have a serious doubt here. This all makes sense, mathematically.
What?
But life isn't just about math. Do we really have to stop enjoying life just to be good with money?
A very valid point.
Those small treats, like my coffee, they genuinely make my day happier. It's a little ritual.
And that leads us to the counter argument. Not everyone agrees that you must give up your latte.
Oh, that's good to hear. I was worried.
The goal is balance, not guilt. You don't need to feel bad about buying a coffee if you truly love it.
Okay.
If that coffee is the best part of your day, then maybe you should keep it.
But if I keep the coffee, and we know it costs thousands, how do I save money?
You have to watch your total spending. It's about being conscious.
Conscious spending.
So if you keep the coffee, maybe you cut something else that you don't enjoy as much.
So I trade one expense for another.
Exactly. Think about those subscriptions you mentioned.
Like the streaming services I rarely use.
Yes. Maybe you pay for 3 video services, but only really watch one.
That makes sense. Cutting the ones you don't use is a way to save money without losing any happiness. I would definitely rather have my morning coffee than a magazine I never read.
There's also another way to look at this.
Okay.
Some experts say we focus too much on cutting costs. They say we should also focus on the income side.
The income side? You mean earning more money?
Exactly. There's a limit to how much you can cut from your budget. You can't spend zero.
Right.
But, there's no limit to how much you can earn.
That's an interesting shift in mindset. So instead of worrying about saving $5, I should also think about how to earn $5 more.
Exactly. This could mean learning new skills, asking for a raise, or even starting a small side business.
I see. So the main idea is really about being conscious, not perfect.
Precisely. It's about making choices that fit your long-term goals.
Whether that goal is buying a home or planning for retirement.
Or just having an emergency fund. You need to feel like you are in control.
Okay, I want to try this. I want to analyze my own habits. How should our listeners start?
I have a little challenge for everyone listening.
A challenge? I like it.
For just one day, look at your own habits. Think about those common situations.
Like coffee breaks, buying lunch, or taking a ride share instead of the bus.
Yes, exactly. Those kinds of things. And for each habit, apply the calculation we did earlier.
So ask 2 questions. First, how often do I do this?
Right.
And second, how much does this cost me per year?
That is the method. Once you see the yearly cost, just decide to make one small change this month.
Just one change.
Just one. You don't need to change everything at once. Maybe you buy one less coffee a week.
Or cook dinner at home one extra day instead of ordering takeaway.
That's a great one.
That feels very manageable. If I do that, I could probably save, maybe $20 or $30 a week?
And that money adds up. You can put that into a savings account or a small investment.
It reminds me of a rule I read once.
What's that?
Control your money or it will control you.
That is a very wise rule. Now, let's take a moment to summarize what we have discussed today.
Okay.
We discussed how small daily expenses, like a $5 coffee, add up to thousands of dollars a year. This concept is called the Latte Factor, representing any small habit that eats your money. However, we also learned that you do not need to be perfect. You just need to find balance. The most important step is to identify your habits and make conscious choices about your spending. And now it is time for our vocabulary word tour. We will define 10 key words from today's episode.
First up, budget. A plan that shows how much money you earn and how much you spend. Example, I write a budget every month to track my money.
Expense. Something that you spend money on, like food or bills. Example, rent is my biggest monthly expense.
Frugal. Careful with money, trying not to spend too much. Example, she is very frugal and brings her lunch to work every day.
Habit. Something you do often or regularly without thinking. Example, buying coffee every morning is an expensive habit.
Investment. Putting money into something to make it grow over time. Example, buying a house is a large investment.
Yet, money that you owe to another person or a bank. Example, it took him 2 years to pay off his credit card debt.
Income. Money that you receive from working or investments. Example, her income increased when she got a new job.
Subscription. An agreement to pay for a service regularly, usually every month. Example, I canceled my video subscription because I never watch it.
Balance. Giving the correct amount of attention to different things. Example, we need a balance between saving money and enjoying life.
Compound interest. Interest calculated on the initial money plus the interest it has already earned. Example, compound interest helps your savings grow faster over many years. That's it for today. Remember, every minute you spend listening is a step closer to fluency. If you enjoyed this lesson, please subscribe and join our learning community. Before you go, I have a challenge for you. Write one new word you learned today in the comment field below. I will see you at our next episode at SteadyStep English.